Now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for one and only Lord Kaufman! Mike, if you can. And toxic.
Okay, it smells good up here.
Yes.
It smells very fragrant.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. How are you?
Must be some kind of religious incense, huh?
Oh, yes.
Why has it? I would like to know why you're not sharing with Uncle Lloydie.
Well, sir, thank you very much for doing it.
Yeah, thank you.
That's great. Anyway.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming.
And,
Thank you.
Yes.
Roma, Toxic Avenger, and the children are coming. Look at the little girl. She's coming.
Oh, you get water.
The
Okay.
little girl, look at that. At any rate, what are we talking about?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for letting us use your stage and use your backdrop and the whole nine.
Yes.
We are very, very happy. Actually, this is a prop, I was told earlier today, from the Newcomb High, Return to Newcomb High.
Yes, Return to Newcomb High, Volume 1,
Yes,
and
yeah.
soon-to-be Volume 2.
Oh.
All thanks to Frankie over here.
Oh.
Frankie Bones, ladies and
Frankie
gentlemen.
Bones, everybody. Thank you very much, guys.
Frankie Bones. If anyone has trouble sleeping, I can help you with that. Just keep listening to me. Now, this I would like to present to you. Our company is 42 years old, but this is a very rare antique, 35 years old. And this is for your collection.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's awesome. James, you can hold that for just a second.
Thank you so
Put it
much.
there on the table. Thank you very much, Lloyd, for that. And I mean, I've been a fan of your work for a number of years. Actually, Toxic Avenger is one of my favorite films of yours.
Thank you.
And it's awesome. I mean, it's not just here. I see you all the time at the Monster Mania convention in Cherry Hill. You're there all the. I think in the last couple of years, Troma Films.
Yes.
Kabuki Man.
Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD, come on up, come on up, goddammit, get over here. Get over here, you bashful guy, you. Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD, tell us about the Oscars coming up, or the TV. You're an expert on all that stuff, the Grammy.
Oh, I love the television. It's great, the thing where you watch and there people are on it. I'm more about the internet. And more even so, Sergeant Kabuki Man has his new talk show, Kabuki Man's Cocktail Corner, on the Troma Movies YouTube page, youtube.com/TromaMovies.
Thank you, Sergeant Kabuki Man, but I wanted to...
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Sergeant
sir.
Kabuki Man, Kabuki Man's Cocktail Corner. Every week there's a new episode, Kabuki Man's Cocktail Corner. And if I'm not mistaken, I see Emily Yukas right here. Come on down,
Yes.
Emily Yukas. And Kimberly, great Troma artist.
Come
Come
on,
on
Kimberly,
down.
come on.
Get down
Hold
here.
the whole damn Troma.
Yo, what the fuck is up, motherfuckers? Back on, turn that back on. Don't turn that shit off. Sorry, Kelly, if you go to the Troma booth, you will see both brilliant work by Kelly and Emily Yukas. Emily, cartooning and animation, and Kelly, amazing art. How do you describe your art, Kelly?
It's fucking crazy, that's what it is.
Fucking crazy, just like Picasso. Frankie Bones is here. Tell us about your penis. Very good, very big. Okay. Well, that's right. So it's over there with the Toxic Avenger lamps. There's lots of bootleg Troma here, everyone, and we're okay with it, by the way. So buy it and support the artists, because we like to share art. Art should be shared. There's Toxic Avenger lamps over there. There's a soap over there. There's a fair amount of, unfortunately, nothing about Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD. Who has a question? Anybody have a question in the audience?
Anybody have a question for
I'll be dead soon. I'm 70 years old. I'll be dead. Yes, little boy.
Do you want to come up here? We're
Am I friends with John Waters? I heard him. Don't get him up here. No, come on up. Come on. Whatever. He's got the hip-hop thing going. It's very good. John Waters. Am I friends with John Waters?
Are you?
Sergeant Kabuki Man, you answer that question.
So what's the question?
Am I friends with John Waters?
Oh yes, very, very deep friends. Very deep.
Yes, I danced for him at the Manhole Club many a time. I gave him a good lap dance and more than that. At any rate, Taki 76, ladies and gentlemen, great Troma fan, has wasted a lot of money on our, that's the only reason we let him come up. And look who's there, it's Babel. Babel, come on up, get up here, you beautiful, you shy little flower, come on up.
Hell, pork chop, where the hell are you?
Babel,
Let's go up here for a second.
Taki hip.
The whole crew's coming up.
Who's got a question? Question for Toxie or Kabuki Man? Uncle Lloyd? What's that? I should get off the stage? Yeah, you're right. But anybody have a question?
Now, is there?
Oh, you have a question? Yes.
Well, yeah. Yes, there is a new movie, the Volume 2 of The Return to Nuke High.
Did I do number 2? No, I did. I'm not that old. I did not do number 2. And if I did, it would not be in my pants. So that's a terrible question. That's an outrage. I'm no respect for the old people. By the way, that is Josa over there. Josa came all the way from the Canary Islands to the Tattoo Festival. He is in many, many Troma videos, movies, and speaks many languages.
That is all. Thank you very much.
Wonderful Troma hero, Josa Concepcion.
Can you tell us anything about the Return to Nuke High Volume 2?
Return to Nukem High Volume 2 would not be possible without our fans, because our fans donated money on Kickstarter to make the second half of Return to Nukem High possible. That girl is not clapping. She's got her hands folded. Can you clap, please? So,
The show won't go on until you
Please clap.
I do not have a clap. How dare you, Emily Lucas? No respect. Thank you for laughing. So Volume 2 we're editing. It's the second half of Return to Nukem High. Kabuki Man, did Volume 1 play here at the Roxy? And at the Mocha. And what is it? Mocha, right? You see? Villa Mocha. And Volume 2 hopefully will play a couple of theaters here. It's the second half of the story. Thanks to our fans, it is being completed. And not just thanks to our fans, but thanks to our air conditioners also. Troma humor, ladies and gentlemen.
The Kickstarter thing's been a pretty big thing for for a lot of the movies coming out.
Kickstarter is very good for independent art, and we should remember that without net neutrality on the internet, there would be no Kickstarter.
Yes.
There would be no tattoo convention. There would be no Troma. Well, that's probably a good thing.
Net neutrality, bitch! They're trying to take it over. They're trying to turn it into a superhighway. It's controlled, and they're trying to restrict what we do. And every time you go on Facebook, it's going to cost you $2.35 a minute. So you guys better get the fucking gear, because this is going to happen any moment. The clamps are going to go down any moment, guys. Get your filters. Buy your filters now.
What can people do to protect net neutrality? It's like, what can they do regarding their elected officials? Trump. She didn't know what she was saying, ladies and gentlemen. She was beaten as a child. She was beaten severely. Contact your elected officials. That's the only thing they listen to. They want to keep stuffing their faces with your money. And the only way they can do that is if you elect them. So if they get scared you're not going to elect them, they'll keep net neutrality. But
Go for Roy Cobbin. He's the incorruptible Jew here, the last incorruptible Jew in the entertainment industry. Thank God for Roy Cobbin for remaining steadfast. It truly is an accomplishment.
that's very wrong. I'm a dirty Jew. And by the way, there's a clean Jew running for president right now. So don't worry. Even though he's a Jew, you can still vote for him. I think he'll protect net neutrality. He will. Yeah. I'm a self-hating Jew. I don't think Bernie's a self-hating Jew, though. No. In any event, net neutrality. Without it, you wouldn't have Netflix. You wouldn't have Troma Now. Troma Now. That's right. Troma Now, the hot new subscription service that's free right now. And currently, it's what is it? February is Black History Month, correct? The world premiere only. You can only see this movie world premiere on Troma Now on VHX. Oh no. The movie is called Honky Holocaust. World premiere, and it's a wonderful film. the Trauma Now and Honky Holocaust world premiere by Paul McLaren. He's here. Is Paul here? Paul is here getting a Toxic Avenger tattoo on his ass, but he will. Hey, Paul.
I kind of
He's not here. Sorry.
I kind of
Any
want to
questions?
see that. I want to see a tattoo on his ass. No, the tattoo. I want to see a toxic tattoo.
Anyway, we must protect net neutrality. I was chairman of the Independent Film and Television Alliance, which is the trade association for the independent movie companies in the United States, which shows you how desperate they are. And we lobbied in Washington, and we found out that the hundreds of millions of dollars are being spent by the big studios and the phone companies to get rid of net neutrality on the internet. And the biggest outpouring of civic anger to the elected representatives came from the voters about net neutrality. The biggest wave of emails and texts that they've had on any issue, even more than the abortion issue, was about net neutrality. So people want net neutrality, but the phone companies, the MPAA, Motion Picture Association of America, Rupert Murdoch, Summer Redstone, the big conglomerates like Warner's, they all wanted to kill net neutrality. The big movie studios want to kill net neutrality because they want a superhighway for themselves, for their websites and their streaming, which will be very expensive. And the tattoo convention and Trauma and your podcast won't be able to afford to go on that highway. We'll have to be on the dirt road that will take a lot of time to buffer and will be very bad and nobody will watch it. So we need net neutrality, which is the last democratic medium, the last democratic, free, open, and diverse medium.
Very true. Well, Lloyd, thank you very much for popping over and talking to us.
Well, I sure am boring. I know that. If you ever need anybody boring to talk, I'm here for you, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, I see
Everybody real
Big
quick.
John Brennan on Twitter. Bad Techno. If you go to Twitter, Bad Techno. Anybody gay? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Bad Techno. John will take care of you.
Real quick,
John Brennan, a.k.a. Bad Techno. He's got 55,000 followers.
we put the whole thing together.
Time to get off. Yeah, I know. I wish I could get off, but Kabuki Man's going to help me out later.
Oh, well, Lloyd, thank you much for
Thank you,
popping
and
on.
please thank Troy. I don't know where he is.
He's right there.
Troy, everybody, Troy, get over there, Troy, everybody, Troy, there he is, Troy, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't. He brought me. Thank you for bringing me here, Troy. Thank you. What?
Big fan. Thank you. I'm a big fan. Thank you.
Thank you. Not just a fan, but not just a big fan, but a air conditioner.
Well, thank you very much, man. Thank you. Be safe. Thank you. Toxic, thank you very much, sir. You have a good one.
Lloyd! Net neutrality, man!
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Wake up, people! It's almost over, all right? Your free days of Twitter are on the they're on the outs. Woo!
Because of an issue with hearing names, I'm going to make sure I say it very slow.
Got it.
His name is Paul McClarney.
Paul McCartney.
Not Paul McCartney. Paul.
From the Beatles.
No. Paul McClarney.
McCartney. No.
No. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul McClarney.
Hey, how you doing, man? Welcome to the train wreck. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Welcome to the train wreck. I like that. Yeah, Mike, I apologize for Jimmy. He's an idiot.
That's okay.
So you have directed this movie that's now on
It's on Trauma Now.
Trauma Now, and it's the Hunky Holocaust.
It's called Honky Holocaust.
And I mean, I'm going to say what I've been told so far, and you can please elaborate because.
We're going to go with what you say.
All right. So basically, I was told that Charles Manson's idea or his dream comes through,
Yep.
but the African Americans win.
Yeah, yes. I don't want to give away too much, but yes.
So that's basically now. What exactly was
The inspiration?
for this movie? It's kind of hard to word it. It involves Manson and so what inspired you to write this movie? It was his family.
I was watching clips from a film called Goodbye Uncle Tom with a friend of mine, Nick Norman, who's like a genius cinematographer. We were working together, and we were watching this one clip where Nat Turner and his gang of slaves are murdering every white person they can find, and I then went and took a shit. Can I say shit?
I'm not going to stop you.
All right, I then went and took a shit, and while I was sitting there on the toilet, I thought to myself, I want to do a feature film that's just like that one scene where Nat Turner is killing all those slave owners. So I finished, I wiped, I always wipe, went upstairs and I said,
it's good you always wipe, though.
It is.
I'm happy you always wipe.
And I said, Nick, we're doing a feature film about killing white people, and we're going to call it, and I had a different name at the time, we came up with Honky Holocaust shortly after.
So it was a white person writing a film and directing a film about killing white people.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. I'm a huge fan of those kind of movies. Like, more or less
killing people?
No, like the independent films and the whole nine weeks. Hollywood's spewing out so much crap now.
Like Star Wars.
And no, not Star Wars, but I just read, I think it was the other day, that they're already remaking The Labyrinth.
I think I did hear that.
Yeah,
that's
like
sad.
David Bowie dies, and then 3 days later, like, by the way, we're doing this now.
Yeah.
There's certain movies, is there any movies that you feel should not be touched by Hollywood, like remakes?
Pretty much every movie should never be touched by Hollywood.
For years, they brought up like a Jaws remake.
Yep.
And my main issue with the Jaws remake, and I think I've told you before, was that with the CGI, the reason Jaws was so damn awesome to begin with is because you never saw the shark. It was a 3-hour movie.
right.
You saw the shark for about 15 minutes.
That's right.
Total. If they did it again with the CGI, you'd see it all the time. It would take away that suspense that you got from just seeing a fin.
Well, speaking of CGI, I saw her shirt in the crowd.
Did you?
She's got look at this shirt.
Let me see it.
Look at this incredible shirt. Look at that great shirt right there. Isn't that a great shirt?
It is an amazing shirt.
That's how I feel about CGI.
What is it? Fuck CGI? Yes, exactly. That's how I feel about it as well, because there are movies that, to me, that have been ruined by CGI.
Yes, although I will say this, in Jaws 3, when the teeth came up and were just circling in the...
Wasn't that the 3D one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jaws 3.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like, rewatch it now, and you're like, that part's supposed to be in 3D.
Yes, exactly.
You can tell by the two-toned color on the screen.
Yes, that I actually do enjoy awful CGI like that.
Yeah,
but
when it's good CGI that takes up a movie time, it's like, no, I hate this.
Exactly,
but
yeah.
Poor CGI. We were watching, I can't remember what it was. Oh, we were watching a movie that came out, what was it, 95, Rumpelstiltskin?
Yes.
That came out in 95, and there's a scene where like he jumps out of a window and lands on a moving car, and you can still hear the car's engine going, you still hear the tires, but you can clearly tell the car isn't moving at all. And then she hits the brakes, and the car doesn't look like it even tried to stop. It looks like it's been sitting for the last half hour, and she just went, ah! And then he went rolling off the hood of the car. Like movies like that have such hard, just tacky acting in it, are great, because they're the ones that everybody will talk about until the end of time.
Like Troll 2.
Like Troll 2.
That was a great piece of cinematic film. So this movie hasn't come out yet, or
It just got released on Troma Now.
Okay, cool.
A few days ago.
so is this your first work, or have you done things in the past that we can check out?
It's our first feature film. We did a whole bunch of shorts, but we also just finished a second feature film called The Ungovernable Force, and that has like Tony Moran from Halloween. It's got Lloyd Kaufman in a scene from Troma.
Oh, very cool.
Debbie Rashawn, a lot of Bill Whedon from Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD. We have like a whole bunch of Troma, legends in that one.
So what inspired you to get into this?
Filmmaking?
Yes.
I used to write, I've written countless number of scripts. Nobody wanted to make them, so I decided to make them myself.
Just gonna do it on your own.
Yeah, I was like, screw this.
My friend got into filmmaking for a girl. So
For a girl?
yeah, he decided.
It's a better reason than me.
He decided to take film. What happened?
I was just telling Brian O'Halloran earlier that he was a huge inspiration. Clerks was my favorite movie growing up, and I know Kevin Smith used the car insurance money from when his car got in a flood. I was like, you know what? If he can do that with his car insurance money, I can come up with $10,000 or so into a film too. And I just want to give a shout out to Brian Halloran because he signed a Clerks sticker I bought earlier. He's the
That's
man.
awesome. I still currently have on the back of my car still as many Kevin Smith film bumper stickers as possibly. I wanted one just Places Dogma. Another one, the chocolate pretzel.
Yeah.
And I bought them all at the con.
You should open up a booth next to him and try to undercut him.
So real quick before we let you go, favorite film of all time?
I would say Cannibal Holocaust and Days of Confused, believe it or not.
Days of Confused, that's a great film.
I love Days of Confused.
I enjoyed that film a little bit.
Any questions?
While I was kind of around doing stuff, you're kind of taking everything
What
away
else
from
can we
me.
look
So
forward
thank
to
you.
for the future?
Yeah, anything else?
We have
coming out?
another film coming out. Well, we're filming it this spring called The Streets Run Red. It's going to be. We're aiming it to make the most obscene serial killer film of all time. And you can follow us on Facebook, and then ungovernablefilms.com, and Twitter, the whole 9 yards.
Ungovernablefilms.com?
Yep.
All right, well, we'll check it out. We'll put it up on our website.
Awesome.
We'll tweet it, Facebook it, the whole nine, get it out there.
Awesome.
Thank you,
And
Paul,
you
for
can
coming
watch-
on.
Thank you
Paul
very much,
Tony,
sir.
everybody, give a big hand.
Thank you very
much,
much.
Thank
sir.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Verge stage, the one and the only, the very awesome Brian O'Halloran to the stage. Yeah, you can take that one. Brian, thank you much for coming up. It was a pleasure talking to you earlier today.
Not at all, not at all. Thank you for having me here in the lovely Philly Convention Center here.
And the lovely Philly weather, as it was today.
Yeah, that's the whole East Coast. We're going down to like, what, -5 tomorrow?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty bad.
Might as well be back in Minnesota.
So, obviously the first question I talked about earlier was the Mallrats 2 thing. I know, it's the, but you said earlier that Mallrats 2 got pushed back again.
Yeah. It's the voice of God. Kevin's plan for Mallrats 2, which is going to be shot about 15 minutes south of here in Exton Mall.
Yeah.
We were supposed to shoot it last October. Then we got pushed to just January. Now I just got the email saying Universal has got other schedules, so we're pushing things back to summer. So now we're going to be shooting it in the summer.
Okay. So are you looking for extras? Can I sign up?
Most likely, if that's going to happen, probably Diane Heary's casting, which is here in Philly, will handle
Okay.
it. So if you want to keep a lookout on DianeHeary.com, that's
Do
what
I have to do like a casting couch thing?
No, I don't know. That's up to her. But if you're willing, I'll let her know.
Now, how much of the original cast is going to come back from Mallrats 2? I mean, I saw it's pretty much all of them except Affleck.
Pretty much everybody except Affleck. I think he's busy doing Batman shit. So if Affleck is available now that we pushed it back to the end of the summer, who knows?
Was that a goal? Is that a reasoning, or is it? You said Universal and other things.
That I don't know. I just heard that this is a Universal push. This wasn't us. Because we were ready to go. It was just like Universal was not. So it's a lot of fun. I mean, being that I've worked with him from the very beginning, it's different for me than, let's say, someone who comes on board now who's like, oh my God, it's Kevin Smith, who's done Clerks and all this other stuff. For us, it's like getting together with friends, wanting to put on really funny fucking shit and hanging out and knowing we don't take each other seriously, that it's a lot of fun, but still get the shit straight and let's get things going. So it's a lot of fun. It's very low key. It's not like a Scorsese set where there's a lot of money riding on stuff. It's just let's have a lot of fun. If we enjoy it, obviously the audience will enjoy it.
Exactly. I mean,
So we don't want to take up too much of your time. You were leaving, right? Was that what was happening? You were heading out?
No, you got
so
until
that's the
9:30.
time.
I got
Awesome.
half
'Cause oh my God. So are you here for the entire weekend, or is it just today?
Nope, the whole weekend. I'll be here again tomorrow morning, and then until I think it closes at midnight again, but I'll probably be leaving at 10 tomorrow night as well, and then Sunday. So we'll see what happens.
Very cool.
I've done this show the past 3 years now, so this will be the third year doing it, and it's grown tremendously from just even 2 years ago to last year to this year. Every year it gets bigger and bigger.
well, definitely. I mean, there's numerous. I was telling you earlier, I met you at the Demonstramania convention, and that was like 5 years ago or something along those lines.
Right.
And again, going back to the question, what it's like working on a Kevin Smith film. You were next to Jason Mewes the entire weekend.
Yes.
And when I went up to Jason's table,
Penises. You're about to say there were so many penises drawn on the table.
There was that. There was the Mewes I mean, everybody walks up, hey, can we get a picture? Can we get a picture? So he wrote a note and taped it, and it said, if you want a picture, sit the fuck down. And that was, I've never seen that before at a convention, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that only Jason Mewes would do that.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody knows that's the sense of humor that he has.
He'll even draw penises on people's signs, like if they have a picture of themselves, and he'll do it like just a cock in the mouth. It's just, he's got this, for someone who's as straight as they come, he's got a huge cock fetish.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what was the film that he was in? Was it Zack and Miri Make a Porno?
Zack and Miri Make a Porno,
where
yeah.
he did the what was the motion? Damn it.
The double Dutch rudder. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, where.
I'm jerking you off. You're jerking me off. It's okay.
That's what, yeah, you know.
And then in Clerks 2, what does he do? He goes and he tucks it and does the Buffalo Bill. You know what I mean? Here it is. He's all about the cock. But then when it's about showing his own, he's like, oh no. But when he's walking to the fridge and then behind the butt scene, you can see his balls sort of emerge.
That's
Crazy. But that's Jason. That's why we love him.
So what we're going to do is, we did it with Lloyd, and if it's okay, we'll do it with you as well. If anybody has any questions for Brian while he's up here, feel free. If you want to come up here and ask it, if you want to come to the front of the stage and ask it, it's all well and good. Any questions, feel free to shout them out from where you're sitting. Doesn't matter to us. Everybody?
Anyone.
So do you feel, I mean, social media now has become such a big thing, and it's big for you as well? Does it help you promote different things that you're doing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, social media is the only way to promote everything these days. Not everybody can afford television media. Not everybody can get on the radio and do radio ads. So for the immediate gratification of advertising anything, like even about this show that I'm here this weekend, I've been on Instagram, Twitter, saying, hey, the doors are open, come on out. Hey, we'll be there all weekend long. This show has grown so big just in the 3 years that I've been here. And that's the type of thing. People don't know you're going to be there unless you tell them. And social media, where everybody is so busy, they can only look at their phone every once in a while. They look at their phone more than they would ever.
That was a very expensive
go online.
still.
Yeah.
It is. That's alcohol abuse.
So what are your favorite things about coming to a convention like this?
Well, first of all, I have a lot of friends who work this convention. One right there, as a matter of fact. So I get to catch up with people as well. Plus, I'm a fan of the artists as well. It's a talent that I wish I had to draw. I don't have no talent in drawing whatsoever. I could draw a beer, like I could pull the tap and give you quite a few beers.
There we go.
That's about as far as I could draw. I could probably draw a pistol, and that's about it.
Stick figures?
Right, stick figures. Plus, I love the city of Philadelphia. I live in New York, and coming down here is always a fun time. Philadelphia is a great town to hang out with. Some great places to hear bands, some great places to have really good food. That's why I love coming down.
Where do you get your cheesesteaks from?
Oh, the whole Pat's Geno's thing, right? I'm not getting into that argument. I learned the argument. I know which one I liked because one of them made me pay, the other one gave it to me for free. I'm not going to say who. So I lean a little bit towards the free food side.
Free's the best price for anything.
Huh?
Free's the best price for anything.
Free is the best for anything. They could have said, like, here's a bag of poop. And I'm like, this is the best poop ever. I didn't have to pay for it.
Now, are there any, you said that being on a Kevin Smith film set, it's like a bunch of buddies getting together. Are there any, if there are, what was your favorite, say, practical joke that ever happened on the set?
Oh, wow. There wasn't so much a practical joke. I mean, when we were doing Clerks 2 with Rosario Dawson, we all took over a Days Inn, which was right next to the Burger King that we made into a movies. So instead of having trailers for our place to go while things should be, we had our own hotel room. But it's a motel, so your door opened up to the outside. So Jay would set up his TV and radio, stereo and whatnot, and be playing shit really loud. And then he would call out to Rosario, Rosario, come here! And she's like, what? She'd walk in, and just at that point, he would unfreeze the Alexander movie where she's fucking the shit out of, what's his name, Colin Farrell? Yeah. And her boobies are all everywhere. She's like, look what I'm watching. She's like, Jay, you're horrible. She'd walk out.
Now,
and I'd sit next to him like, yeah, that's some good shit there. It's amazing. We're working with the same woman. That's crazy.
Now, I had seen in one of the Kevin Smith Q&As that he did, one of the many Q&A DVDs he put out, that Jason Mewes actually made the motel room like a home. Like he went out and bought like potted plants.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. He bought this big, like the hotel came with like a 30-inch tube TV.
Yeah.
He like bought himself like a 47-inch flat screen. He brought out his Xbox and his, his Nintendo and all that shit to play and made it like a home because we were there 13, 15-hour days. So you kind of want to be comfortable. And it wasn't like a trailer where you're sitting in a Winnebago. You're sitting in a nice room, and to decorate it was kind of cheap for him to do. We were right down the block from a Target, so he went to Target and did whatever he wanted. Even when we did Mallrats was the second movie Kevin ever did. He went to the Target in the mall when he first got this hotel room, went and bought this gigantic fucking boombox. So he would have in his room this giant stereo. After 3 months of filming, he brought back to Target, I don't like this stereo anymore. And they gave him his money back. He was a sly motherfucker, that's for sure.
That's pretty clever, actually.
You do that a lot on set. You do that if you're gonna be in a location for any like 2 months, a couple of weeks. You'll go and buy some creature comfort that you think, hang on to the receipt because I'm gonna return it. I'm just not gonna take it on the plane with me. I'll just bring it back when I'm done. We're terrible. We're terrible people.
So there was what something you're currently working on? Mallrats 2, obviously got pushed back. But is there anything else that non-Kevin Smith related that you're currently working on?
There's a movie that I'm a part of with Tom Sizemore called Bad Frank. It's like a suspense thriller, drug deal, cop type of thing. That's making the film festival circuit right now. It was shopped around up at Sundance a couple of weeks ago, so that's going through the works right now. I have 2 other films that are in the post-production. One called Hindsight 2020. It's like a post-apocalyptic thriller. And then 2 other films that are too early to talk about. I'll probably be doing another play this summer with some friends up in the New York City area. And doing some voiceover work that I just got done with. And working on my own podcast as well.
And that's called the Holorants.
Correct.
Which is a fantastic play on words.
Right, thank you.
So what kind of stuff do you talk about on your own podcast?
It's all current day subject type of stuff. There's quite a few Q&As that I've recorded that I've made into episodes. I've interviewed a couple of guests from some of the Comic-Cons I've been at. Otherwise, there are some episodes that are just topical about whatever was going on that moment. And I'm going to be putting them out in batches of 3. I have about 15 episodes recorded, so I'll put out probably like 5 weeks of 3 at a time. Okay. It's a good way, because I know people start to binge. There's a good way that people love to binge listen to podcasts, so I think let me do it a different way.
Yeah, is it through iTunes? Is it through your website?
Most likely it's going to be through Kevin's Smodcast network.
Okay, what's the Smodcast?
Smodcast, Smodco, and it's a way to get a captive audience. Bye, guys.
Stage.
We should just go.
Just which sideshow freaks just kind of swinging over our heads.
All right, I got one more question. What's your favorite project that you've worked on so far?
Favorite project I've worked on?
Favorite thing you've done so far?
That's like asking a mother her favorite child.
Everybody has one.
I gotta say,
normally it's the quiet one.
I loved working with M. Night Shyamalan on The Happening. I have a small scene in that, but working behind the scenes was a lot of fun with him. But I gotta say, Clerks 2 was really a really fun time. There were so many things going on there. You got a donkey show. I got to make out with Rosario Dawson. I got to make out with Kevin's real wife. I got to ride go-karts all day. There was so many different things. I got to dance with Rosario on a roof. There was so many fun things on that. The cartoon series was a lot of fun because as a kid growing up with Saturday morning cartoons, thinking of doing cartoon voices was always a childhood dream. So that was a lot of fun. So I've been blessed. And you know what? There's still more to come, so I can't wait to see what else is coming up there.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
You had said that you're doing another play. I wasn't aware that you were in that you did a play originally.
Most of my work has been done theater. Last last summer I did a production of A Few Good Men. This year we're thinking about doing a production of You Can't Take It With You. It's a group of people that I've worked with for many, many years, where we have a production company up in northern Jersey, and we usually do plays 2 weekends, 3 weekends every summer because the theater is available to us. So it's people I trust that will do whatever we want to do, and I enjoy it.
No, that is fairly awesome, and I wish you the best on the future plays and future films. And people who don't really gonna follow you on the Instagram.
Sure, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Brian, the letter C, Brian C. O'Halloran on Twitter or Instagram, and then that'll lead you to my Facebook page and anything else after that.
No. But real quick, just so everybody know, you can follow us on Twitter at Verge_radio. Same thing with Instagram, Verge_radio. Periscope, which we're going to be using a bit more frequently over the next couple of weeks, Verge_radio for that as well. Facebook.com/Verge of Sanity Radio. VergeofSanityRadio.com is where you can find our show. We broadcast live every single Thursday from 8 to 10 p.m. And we start next Thursday, or not next Thursday, the following Thursday will once again be a live video stream show.
Live video stream show. Do we have any more things after that?
In the near future, we do not, but...
Have we given away all of our free stuff?
Well, we still have free stuff to give away.
Okay.
So we had 2 pairs of things, and we ended up just doing
one pair of things.
1 pair to give away. So we have a couple more things to give away on the live
guys.
show. Thank you guys for hanging out.
We really appreciate it. Thank you.
It's awesome. Thank you. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at the convention. Take care. Adios. We are Verge of Sanity Radio. Take care. Troy, Carl, thank you very much for everything you've done.
Even think of his
and
name.
letting us use your speakers because we don't have the right cables for ours. But guys, have a good night. Take care. Thank you.
Thanks again for hanging out.